Hey YouTube and all you crazy anime fans out there, you know who it is, Sadix.
And I'm Dele.
And welcome back, Shoko Boys YouTube channel, where we watch, review and give our opinion on your favorite anime and TV shows.
And before we go any further, I'm gonna need you to do one thing.
What's that?
I'm gonna need you to hit that like button and subscribe so you can be the first to know when we upload new content. So don't be a pagan and just sub. And today, we've got My Hero Academia.
Yep.
Or, as some of you told us last week, we've got My Villain Academia.
Yeah.
So we already know it's time to look at the villains. We know we're going to get into Shigaraki and the rest of them. And look, this is what we've been waiting for this whole season. We just want to see more of the villains, see their arc, see what goes on with them. And yeah, we're just going to react as we normally do. So listen. We don't want to waste no time in terms of what happened last episode and what not. But listen, let's just get straight into it and we'll give our thoughts straight after.
Don't have to tell me twice. Let's do this. Oh.
Alright, so we got the doctor that told Shigaraki he was quirkless. Not Shigaraki,
That told
Deku.
Deku.
Yeah.
So it actually is that doctor then.
Yeah.
Okay, so what, this is the aftermath of
losing.
All for One
yeah.
getting locked up.
And obviously from last episode we now know that's Thing's friend.
Yeah.
Aizawa Sensei's friend or old student friend.
Okay.
Right, so we've got flashback now.
And ooh.
Wait, who's this?
No idea. What? Who's this guy?
Yeah, we got the Beast Titan. Ooh!
This guy sounded like an upset ex.
Yo, he's upset.
Gigantomachia. What?
All for One's bodyguard. Flipping out.
That's a big ass bodyguard.
Multiple quirks.
Hit him? How do you had that? How you had someone that big?
Look at All for One playing chess while everyone's playing checkers.
Dabi.
Wait, so what? We're about to get a showdown.
Looks that way. Villains against villains.
So he looks like he's upset basically. He's saying Shigaraki's too weak. Ooh!
I mean, looking how strong this guy is, I'm not surprised.
Wow.
What? How often do we actually see this guy without his mask?
Not a lot though, when you think about it.
Not a lot. Even when he ambushed Deku in the mall, we didn't really exactly see his face because it was hooded up.
Twice! Oh!
Ooh.
What the heck?
What?
I took them away.
The Nomus.
Yeah, look like Nomus.
Upgrades.
Right, so there's a doctor. High-end Nomus.
thought no moves were already super.
Obviously not, then, innit? Nah, we're just gonna call him Robotnik.
Yeah. With that mustache, come on. So All For One's got an organisation like that.
But think about it, like how many people are still loyal to All For One even though he's locked up. That shows like
the influence he has.
I've always wondered why All For One chose. Actually, no. I was thinking, why did he choose Shigaraki? But it's because Shigaraki's the son of All Might's previous master.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, remember in the showdown when All For One fought.
You're right.
Because even though his quirk is a serious quirk, it's not like one where you're like, oh, like, yeah. So I'm guessing All For One's fight is why he looked disfigured in the face, because he's still got his hair here.
Robotnik!
Snapped. He snapped. Look at him. Oh. But his quirk is crazy though, man. One touch.
I love how you just never see his face.
Imagine being such a head case that you've got the hand of your family just on you, like.
It's crazy.
Yeah, who's this don in the mask? I ain't seen him before.
What, that one down there?
Yeah.
Isn't that the magician guy? No, it's not, is it? Is it?
No. The magician has a hat.
He has a top hat, yeah, you're right. I still can't believe they had the Yakuza in this.
I feel like Shigaraki's voice actor's changed, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You think it's not the same one?
Yeah.
I think maybe we're just hearing him speak more, you know?
Maybe.
I don't know, it might be something we have to look up, or our viewers can let us know.
Yeah. Weak.
I think that is the magician guy though, because wasn't he wearing that type of coat?
Ah, yeah, it was. Look, because he probably lost the hat.
That might be a tall task.
Yeah. But I want to see it though. I want to see it. For this new power, yeah? Okay. What?
What? I think maybe he's talking about Hawks, because this is before the fact, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but this is just before that scene where he was laughing. Because this is 2 months ago.
Now that I know where those hands come from.
December the 12th. Hey!
Ooh!
Okay.
Oh.
It's just a decay. Month and a half!
Month and a half.
For what? Sleeps for 3 hours.
That's not possible.
Here he comes. Is that him? Yeah.
His body gets bigger.
Oh my god. No bet, 3 hours, you know, that's not decent sleep.
It's not time to have any sleep.
That's a smart idea.
Need to get some new drip.
Drippity drip toes. Stain. Man, we need to see Stain again, man.
He's a good.
Ojak, ojak. Well, Ninja Gaiden.
That magician's battered.
For a month and a half. Flipping it.
With less than 3 hours sleep. So they've just been torturing. Oh, so that's his fingers.
Oh. Oh wow.
That's
Back
big
man.
number.
Yeah. Huh? So they've got eyes on them as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we talking about all out war?
I mean, if you kidnap someone's guy and cut their fingers off and send it as a message, yeah, that's a declaration of war.
See, that's not much of a choice though, is it?
That's quite a distance to travel within an hour though. That's pretty much on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
It's a mad thing.
Yeah, you gotta be
Oh, yeah,
smart.
that's true,
He's not
yeah.
dead obviously, but
But what about the
after-
Gigantomachia or whatever, isn't it?
these guys about to start up a war after they've just been fighting for like a month and a half.
Why is he thinking that?
Doesn't like his face exposed.
A month.
HP. A smart idea. Yo,
listen, I'm just glad we got the League of Villains back on screen. That's the first one I just want to get out there to begin with. Now, what we heard from this episode, I mean, it's setting up a lot of future things. I'm excited to see, but I don't even know where to start with that episode. It was crazy.
All right, yeah, no, look, let's just start from the beginning, where you've got Gigantomachia.
Gigantomachia,
right?
yeah.
You've got Gigantomachia, who's All For One's bodyguard, and obviously All For One wants him to protect Shigaraki.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to protect Shigaraki because he thinks he's too weak.
He thinks he's a bum. That's what he thinks.
And then on the back of that,
Yeah.
you've got the doctor telling Shigaraki he's going to basically give him an improvement.
Yeah.
Only if he can make Gigantomachia submit.
Which...
So now, obviously, what you've got is Gigantomachia fighting the League of Villains for a month and a half.
Straight.
44 hours. He sleeps for 3 hours, and then he's back on a rampage in order to get him to submit, so Shigaraki can get the new power.
And he gets bigger every time he wakes up. So, it's just ridiculous.
And then on top of that, then you've just got the Liberation Army. Now that obviously we've seen a face.
Yeah.
Because we'd only ever heard about them from
What's going on
but
the
now
book,
we've got a leader, Destro or something like that, Destro, and he's basically calling out the League of Villains, saying, "Look, you're either gonna fight us or we're gonna send the heroes to you."
Yeah.
After they've just been fighting Gigantomachia for a month and a half. So you could already see that everything is setting up just for all-out brawl, because now Shigaraki's like, okay, cool. We're gonna go to them, but we know Gigantomachia is gonna wake up in 2 hours and he's gonna batter them because they've got 110,000 strong armies scattered around the world.
What's his name? Gigantomachia, whatever his name is. He's gonna find Shigaraki no matter where he is in the country. So
Shigaraki's planning to use that. Listen, I know a lot of you guys were telling us it's gonna pick up, and we had no doubt that it would. We were just saying, up until last week, the season wasn't as good as other seasons, but based off of this episode, we're like really excited to see what picks up. You know, I mean, we just want to see more of the League of Villains, and obviously we're going to get that with this. I think a couple of people in the comments last week said we've now got the League of Villains arc, or the My Villain Academia arc. Sorry.
I like the sound of that.
So listen, we're just ready to just get into it. Like I don't know what else to say. We're excited for the next episode, and we just want to see where this battle between the League of Villains and the Liberation Army goes in. Where does Hawk fit into all of this? Because obviously he's still the spy. So is he spying with the Liberation Army or the League? Like I don't really
feel like that's been settled in terms of like what side is he actually on. Who is he spying on for who? Like, you know, like we don't actually know.
It's not because he's got the book of the Liberation Army, but we've seen him a couple of times. Or we saw him with twice last week.
And we saw him with Dabby a few times as well. He's been on the phone with
Dabby, so he's been trying to see Shigaraki, but that's just not happened yet. So listen, man, it's exciting. I'm excited to see the next couple of episodes, how the season shapes up, how it ends, and don't forget, we've still got the 4 months, so we don't know where we are, because obviously we've now gone back 2 months to where Endeavour was trying to get.
Chronologically, the season's been a bit all over the place, hasn't it? Like, you know, because it will show us that scene of Shigaraki months ago from present day, where, you know, he came out of the ground screaming or whatever, and then went back to present, and now we're back here again.
Yeah, so, just before when he was screaming out of the ground. So we already know we're going to get to that point. We just don't know how we get to that. We don't know what that is. But Guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know just what your thoughts are on the whole brawl. Like, no spoilers, who you're rooting for, like what you're expecting, just let us know. But if you've been following us from the start, you know we're about to get into the awards. MVP, who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with Shigaraki. I mean, it's a no-brainer. This episode's been centered around him. We've got a little bit in terms of his backstory and the creepy nature behind all those hands that happen in him. At least we know what that's about now, and not some sort of just gimmick or outfit, idea or anything like that. But I really feel like the reason he's the MVP is, I mean, he's been fighting this bodyguard for a month and a half straight with less than 3 hours of sleep each time. The guy wakes up, he's bigger, and it doesn't look like Shigaraki's quite bothered by it, to be honest. He might be a bit tired, but he's like,
he's excited.
He's excited, right? So I'm gonna give the MVP to him. It's just good to finally see him on screen.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Gigantomachia. That's my MVP for this episode. Like, I feel like he's a crossbreed between, obviously you've got Titans, but you've got the Saiyan abilities, because you're building on all these tropes. So he's getting bigger and stronger with every battle. He obviously doesn't sleep for that long.
Nah.
He fights straight for 44 hours, and he just got a presence about him, and he's just taking up all the League of Villains. And
just crazy.
Listen, it feels like the minute we saw him on screen, that's when the action started to pick up.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get the MVP, because now we just brought that excitement, and now I want to see what happens next week when he wakes up and what happens.
What happens with the Liberation Army.
Yeah, exactly. So he's my MVP for this episode. Biggest L, who you going with?
I think this one's a no-brainer. I'm gonna have to go with their boy that got kidnapped by the Liberation Army, Gillan. Got his fingers chopped off.
I ain't even mad at you.
Got his fingers chopped off and sent to different locations across the country. That's that's a big L. So I'm gonna have to give it to him.
Fair enough. Biggest L. It's gonna shock you. It's shocking me. I've been going with it. I'm gonna go with Shigaraki.
Wow, why?
So, first of all, he just has to make Gigantomachia submit.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that Liberation Army got them caught in a predicament. Like, gave an ultimatum, and either option doesn't really help them. It's like, stay there, we send heroes to you in your weakened state, or come and fight us. So I mean,
and I know they're not trying to see Endeavor or all them. They're not trying
to see them. They're trying to run from them. To be honest, I don't even think that would really be a good option for the heroes, because I feel like with Gigantomachia there.
Oh yeah, he'll get in the middle of it.
Yeah, so that would probably mess things up. But either way, I don't think that's a good situation for them, where he's in right now. So he gets the biggest L. And then up until our final award, that I forgot you were even in this episode, also known as the Andrew Wiggins Award. Who you going with?
Andrew Wiggins Award. I'm gonna give it the Hawks actually. I mean, we've got. I think Dabby was kind of hinting at him in terms of, I've got someone that I think that we can bring in.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of like before the fact, isn't it? And with everything that's going on, we spoke about it earlier. We still don't know whose side he's really on. We know he's a spy for the heroes, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know what organization he's infiltrated and spying on. We don't.
Yeah, that's still a bit confusing. So
we don't know. Is it just all evil factions that he's just spying on, or is it the Liberation Army? Is it the League of Villains? Because those two entities are obviously not the same. They're beefing right now, so they can't be. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. I would like to see him more on screen. Same with Endeavor as well. I think they have a lot of charisma, and they're kind of part of the reason why this season has been, the parts that have been enjoyable have been enjoyable.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go with Now,
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the Doctor.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go with the Doctor. Now, thanks to one of the comments we got last week, found out the Doctor's actually the same Doctor that told Deku he hasn't got any quirks.
So he's not just Dr. Robotnik's
Yeah,
cousin.
not just some random Doctor that's popped out of nowhere. So we actually know there's some purpose to him, right?
Okay.
So I'd actually even forgotten that. So I think he just fits the award perfectly because we just thought it was like a throwaway character.
Yeah, he's showing up for, what is that?
5 seasons.
Yeah.
So I thought he was a throwaway character, but evidently he's not. Just think about how crazy that is, right? This is the Doctor that's telling people what quirks they have, but he's working for All For One.
Yeah, that's kind of mad actually.
So he could be handpicking
he's
people.
handpicking, while he's diagnosing people, he's telling All For One, this guy's got this quirk. We need to kidnap him.
So think how crazy
that's
that
crazy.
is.
That is crazy.
So obviously he's got ulterior motive behind his work, or maybe All For One just probably never gave him an option in terms of what can you do.
Not really much you can do. Once that music comes on, you know what time it is.
But yeah, man, it's been crazy. So that's what I'm gonna give the award to. But guys, let us know what you think of our awards. If you agree or if you disagree, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you thought of this episode. And guys, don't forget, like always, please hit that like button and subscribe to be the first to know when we upload new content. So just sub and don't be a pagan. And we've got a new anime launching this week.
Yeah.
So you don't want to miss it. So just hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And we're gonna let you know when you know. Peace.
Peace.